Listen, Joe. I don't want to hurt you. Look. Put my gun down. Listen, Joe. Nobody wants to hurt you. Nope.
Fired all right. Twice.
I guess, sir. He fired first. Didn't think I saw him sneaking around there.
Any idea why he'd want to do that, Mr. Mulley?
Well, robbery. Yeah, he spotted my roll in the Black Angel Saloon. Followed me. That was it, all right, for a fact.
Any witnesses?
No, I don't think so. He wouldn't have tried it in front of witnesses.
Don't see why you'd need any, Smitty, with Dutch Logan's reputation. Ex-con, tough as they come. You know, you're pretty lucky, mister.
I guess I am lucky. Seems to me decent, law-abiding citizens are entitled to better protection. Could just as easily be me laying there as him.
Melissa, what do you think? The brown or the blue?
Oh, the blue, Tom. You always look so nice in blue.
Think so? All right, blue it is. How much?
50 cents.
Isn't that a little steep?
It's the very best broadcloth we got.
Hello, Bigley.
Oh, hello, Smith. How are you?
You two get in.
Oh, we just pulled in. Thought we'd stop and pick up a few supplies.
So I noticed. Some old friends of yours just rode in, too, but I'm sure you didn't know that.
Oh, you don't say. Who are they?
Thank you, Melissa. I'm sure you'll be seeing them soon enough. Bigley, you plan on staying around very long?
I paid my debt to society, Smith.
Yeah. Just make sure you don't run up another bill.
Give me a couple of bucks of 45s.
Salesmen pulled into town, the kind that peddle nothing but trouble.
Robbins and Stern, you mean?
Well, yeah, Robbins was one of them, but I didn't know the other feller. But I could tell from the cut of him what he did for a living.
Art Neal rode into town this morning, too, and I just bumped into Bigley and Garson. Looks like the town's being invaded.
Let's pick him up.
They haven't done anything.
Yet.
We'll keep a close watch on them, but makes men have all served their time, George. Just give them a chance. Who knows? One of them might even decide to go straight.
Fat chance. Leper never changes its spots.
And there's not much hope for any of us, is there, George? You know, I think I'll drum up some excuse to talk to that fella Mullet again.
What do you expect to learn from him?
Nothing, probably. Just a hunch. Want to come along?
Oh, well, I hate to miss lunch. You know, Edie's been making chicken and dumplings.
Tell her save it for dinner and put an extra plate on for me.
It's a deal. But you know, Edie, she knows you're coming to dinner. She's going to invite Murdoch's with her. It's all right if you like them plump and sassy.
Bait a trap with Edie's cooking. You're going to catch me every time.
You poor thing. I know how that leg must feel. Just got to get you up a little higher. Take the weight off from it. Looks like we got visitors. Oh, that'll be nice for a change. Yeah, there, Cleo. That'll hurt just a little. Now, don't stop. That's it. Hello there.
Hello. I'm Tom Smith, Denver Police. This is my partner, George Romack.
Out of Holman. Police, you say?
That's right. Broken leg, huh?
Yeah, she stepped in a badger hole. Animals get hurt. I don't like it. Well, what can I do for you, man?
Looking for a man named Mullet. Said he worked for you.
Ah, then it'll be about that thing in town last night. Poor fellow. He came back to the place all unnerved. Well, just why do you want to see him again?
Just need to ask him a few more questions.
Well, now, see here. Don't know what you're thinking, but if that city of yours is a place of sin and iniquity, why, you can't blame him for it. I brought Joe here from Missouri. He's like a son to me.
We ain't blaming nothing on him, Mr. Holman.
Well, then what do you want of him?
After all, the man was killed, you know. Just doing our job.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. Forgive my temper. It must be worry about Cleo here.
Oh, there's a vet in town. Ain't bad.
I can take care of her as good as anybody. Joe's out fixing the fence. We could have a cool drink while we wait. Man brings his own way of life with him. Don't you find it that way, Mr. Smith? Now, with me, I don't drink anything but buttermilk. Don't use no other beverages except water. Don't smoke either, for that matter.
Suppose Mullet sees eye to eye with you on that.
No, sir. Joe likes to smoke. And he likes his little drink occasionally, too. I never was one to impose my own scruples on anybody. But that's the way of peace. Peace is what I came west for, gentlemen. What I want most out of this modest place.
Then you better stay out of Denver, Mr. Holman.
Well, as a matter of fact, I do stay away. Joe runs my errands for me. I don't have much need of anything besides staples. Flour, salt, bacon. Use honey for sweetening. Like the people in the Holy Land. I try to lead the good life. I keep my own bees. Bake my own honey bread. You sure you wouldn't like to try some?
No, thanks.
Oh, I'll have another piece. Good bread. How about I bring my wife over to get the receipt?
Well, she'd be most welcome, sir. Well, that'll be Joe now. Well, just stay where you are, gentlemen. I'll ask him to come in. Joe? Some men came from town. They want to speak to you. He'll be right in.
I told you two all I know last night.
Now, Joe, don't bite at these people. I find them to be decent, God-fearing men.
All right, what is it?
We didn't come here to upset you, Mr. Mullet. You want to sit down, please? A couple of points we'd like to clear up. Now, suppose we go over the sequence of events leading up to the shooting once more. Logan was shot twice. Once in the back.
I thought I explained that. My first shot hit him in the stomach and spun him around. I wasn't waiting. Second shot's the one you were worried about.
And if Joe says that's the way it was, that's it. In 20 years, I've never known him to lie.
You ever seen Dutch Logan before?
I told you last night I never even knew his name till after he was dead.
I was hoping perhaps that after the excitement wore off, you might remember something that would help us. You did mention you'd seen him earlier in the saloon.
Yeah, that's right. After buying provisions, I stopped by the Black Angel to have a beer. That fellow was in there. I didn't like his looks or the way he kept watching me, so I left.
Was anyone with him? Anyone else you didn't know?
I wasn't around long enough to notice.
Thank you, Mr. Mully. Sorry to bother you.
Well, best of luck with that mare's leg. Much obliged for the hospitality.
Come again. And, Mr. Romack, don't forget to bring your wife with you next time.
I'll sure do that, Mr. Holman.
Well, Joe, what'd you find out?
They're in Denver, all right.
Which ones?
Robbins and Stern.
Only two, huh? Well, that's not too bad, then.
Bad enough, Otto. Robbins spotted me.
Where? In a saloon, no doubt. Like Logan did.
I wasn't in a saloon. I came around the corner and there he was. All I could do was disappear.
Yeah, you clumsy fool. I ought to kill you.
Oh, wait, Otto, you ain't heard all of it. He followed me out of town.
Followed you? Do you know what that means? We'll have to be running again.
I'm trying to tell you what happened. I waited for him at Oak Point, bushwhacking.
Is he dead?
Yeah,
You're sure?
he's dead.
Oh, that's good. Only one left, then. And we can handle him if he shows up. Come on, give me a hand with Cleo. I need you to steady her.
Oh, we sure are being invaded, Smitty. What the devil do you think they're up to?
So we're going to try to find out right now.
Hey, will you think I got time to stop by the house for a bite to eat? Well, I'll just get a sandwich. I'll be right back.
All right.
Stewed chicken. Sure good.
Found something kind of interesting, George. Dutch Logan sent out 5 telegrams that all read the same. Big man here. Come at once for old-time reunion.
Think that gets us any place?
Well, it's a start anyway. Got to send another wire. It might give us some information about it.
Reunion, huh?
Yeah. One fellow's going to miss the celebration. Robbins was murdered. Indians found him out near Oak Point. So at the Undertaker's, I think we better have a look at him.
Now, I'm not one to complain, you know that. But this fellow's the second charity corpse I've had in 24 hours.
Oh, Cyrus, the city pays you, doesn't it?
City don't figure a fellow likes to make some profit. Well, here he is. Famous outlaw, they tell me. Died quick anyway. One good thing in his business.
Yeah, but look at that back. There ain't an inch that ain't scarred.
Cars running up and down. Cat o' nine tails, maybe.
And deep, too, almost to the bone.
You know, I don't know any corporal punishment that calls for that kind of brutality.
Wait a minute, Smitty. How about we take another look at Dutch Logan?
Same scars. Beating delivered by someone who enjoyed his work. Thank you, Cyrus. No, George. I think we're going to find that Joe Mullet and Otto Holman are not quite what they seem to be.
Well, what brought that on? They seemed on a level to me.
Did they? Mullet was supposed to be out fixing fence, but he sure wasn't dressed for it.
Yeah, now that you mention it, he did seem to have on pretty good duds for working, didn't he?
Another thing, too. Notice the way he talks, his lips hardly moving. Like a man that spent a lot of time in prison.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, but what about Holman? You don't think he was lying? He seemed like a good feller to me.
I've got a little different theory about him. George, I want you to take a look around town and see how many of those characters you can spot. Then meet me over at the telegraph office.
Ready, then? Smitty, I can't find here, and they're hiding. Them guys, they all lit out someplace.
Look too good, George.
Here. Reply your inquiry. Man description your wire could be Otto Roach, former head guard, recently discharged this prison.
Head guard, Smitty, that
Wait a
means
minute. More coming. Description, Roach. Identical, you're Otto Holman. Under pretext of discipline and with connivance of trustee Joe Peters, indulged in vicious beatings of prisoners. Possible both men revenge targets for discharged convicts. Signed, Warden Hayes, Territorial Prison.
Thanks, Ed.
Right.
Otto, this sure is a nice place here, peaceful. I hope we can stay.
Ah, don't worry, Joe. We'll stay.
They're all around us.
Well, where are you? What do you want? Now, fellas, you got the wrong picture of the whole thing. Joe's the man you want. Joe turned in the reports. I can only act on them, do my duty. Joe's your man, I tell you. I was only doing my duty. It's not an easy job.
Better tie up here, George.
Look familiar to you, Otto?
make it. Of course, it's just a copy of the real thing, but you don't mind that, do you, Otto?
Come on, Begley, let's get the trial started.
All right. This will be my gavel for now. All right, gentlemen. This court's now in session. We'll try Otto first, then little Joe. Agreed?
Agreed. But keep it legal, Bigley.
Of course. Strictly legal.
You can't take the law into your own hands like this.
Quiet. You'll get your turn to speak.
Shall we take him?
No, let's wait and get the whole story.
Now we'll hear the first witness. You, Gerson.
May it please the court. Otto Holman is the dirtiest scum that ever lived.
Such a charge requires evidence.
I got plenty of evidence. He pulled me out of my cell one night, threw me in the black hole at Calcutta.
For how long?
5 days. You fellas know what it's like. You had it. No food, no water, just the rats for company.
What was the charge against you?
Talking at mess. This Stooley, he fingered me. Just like he did everybody else.
What happened after they pulled you out of the hole?
He hung me on the rack. What's the rack? Now, wait a minute. You fellas know what the rack is as well as I do.
This is a trial, Garson. Judges got to hear everything.
All right. He stripped me to the waist, hung my hands in chains, then whipped me with a cat.
How many times?
I don't know. I passed out. But when I came to, he threw salt on the cuts.
Very good. Witness may retire. Quiet. Judge has got to make his decision. In light of the evidence against you, and because there are no mitigating circumstances, this court finds you guilty, Otto Holman. You got any last words before sentence is passed on you?
You can't do this. You can't do it.
Last words acknowledged. It's a sentence of this court that you'll be given 50 lashes by each member of the jury here.
No. No. You can't do it.
Oh, yes, we can, Otto. We paid for our crimes. Now you can pay for yours. Your shirt.
No. 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 You can't do it. No.
All right, that's enough. Drop your guns.
Better do like you said. Stop him, George. All right, boys, drop him. They were going to kill me. You saw what was going on. They were going to kill me for sure.
I don't think that's too likely. You never killed anyone with one of these things, did you?
Well, you're on their side. You're against me.
I wouldn't say that exactly. I'll only be able to hold these men for a few days. For assault.
You mean you plan to turn them loose? When they plan to kill me?
I don't have any choice. Law's only interested in the act, not the thought.
He's getting off too easy.
He's not either, Bigley, and you know it. He'll be running the rest of his life. Otto Holman would ride far and fast. But someday he was certain to reap the bitter harvest that he had sown. With the cat o' nine tails.